My husband passed away of 2012. I had been married for 14 years. I was very lonely. And then, 2 months after my husband passed away, I met James on Match. He sent me an email letting me know that he was very much interested in me, thought I was very pretty, and he gave me his full name of James Connor. James has an accent, kind of a French accent.
Hey, baby.
A little bit maybe German, but mostly French. That's what it sounds like. James told me that he was born in Germany, but his parents came here to the United States when he was a baby. James is a civil engineer in London working on a bridge, London Bridge. I was really drawn to James through his voice. So sweet and so nice. He made me feel very good. And we got close really fast. I felt like I was falling in love with James about a week and a half. James felt the same way. He was falling in love with me too. I consider James to be my boyfriend, and I am in love with James. And I believe James Connor loves me too. And someday, we'll get married. But I've never met James Connor. James asked me for money 3 weeks after we met online. James called and said he had run out of money for construction materials. He asked me if I would loan him the money. James sent me an invoice from the company he needed to purchase the supplies from. It looked legit to me, and I wired $8,950 to a bank in China. James said he would pay me back with interest. He gave me his word, and he said he was a man of his word. Later on, James told me that the bank would not let him make draws off of this deposit. I got a weird, sick feeling in my stomach. I asked, how are you going to pay me this money back? And he sent me a photo of a bank draft the contractor had given to him. He thought that he was going to be able to deposit that into a bank because he didn't have any accounts there in the United Kingdom. They did not let him. And James informed me of this and schmoozed it over. We talked it out. James called and said he was running into a big problem with his project. The suppliers needed $89,850 or he was going to be thrown in jail and not be able to come back to the United States and pay me back. I sent him the money. I've wired James money many times. I've also sent him lots of Western Union. They couldn't go directly to the United Kingdom, and I was always very puzzled by that. He was working with a gentleman named Michael in Nigeria. James said the reason I had to send it to Nigeria was he was concerned about his identity in the United Kingdom. I have wired James money 35 to maybe even 40 times. $48,850 to pay off his suppliers, $4,350 for airfare, $2,150, several for $1,500. Some were only $500, $300 for food. He's been racking up a pretty hefty bill at the hotel. In June, he needed $14,500, $17,500 in July. The total amount of money that I've sent James Connor is around $265,000.
Wow.
Yes.
Is he worth it?
Yes.
You started falling in love with him after the first week, right?
Yes, I did.
What triggered it with you?
It was the words. It was a lot of it was the things that he said, his voice, the way he talked to me, and that he's very much in love with me, and you know, he cannot wait till he can hold me in his arms and tell me a lot of things that he hasn't been able to tell me.
Right. You've got a little background on him that you've compiled because you didn't just go into this blindly. You asked some questions. Mm-hmm. He's been divorced.
Yes.
For 2.5 years. He has a 15-year-old son, Kelvin.
Yes.
Right? He owns a home right here in LA.
Yes.
He's a civil engineer and a private contractor. And he's working on a bridge project in London.
Yes.
Has it bothered you? Does it bother you that you've never seen or met this guy?
Yes.
It's so easy to come and go from London. What's his problem?
Well, he said it's very complicated, that he's, some of his suppliers, I guess, that he's used have caused him some problems, but he won't go into any detail because he's a very private man and he just doesn't want to share those things with me.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.